If you've been waiting for your US green card and just heard the news about the 90-day processing freeze, I know your heart sank. I know you're scared. But here's what most people don't realize. While one door closes, 7 others are wide open. And some of them? They're actually easier, faster, and more welcoming than the US immigration system ever was. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 7 countries that are actively inviting people just like you, with pathways that don't require decades of waiting. Stay with me, because number 1 might surprise you. Welcome back to Immigration Fresh Updates. I'm here today with urgent information for everyone affected by the recent White House immigration alert. Yes, green card processing has been paused for applicants from certain countries, and yes, it's creating uncertainty for thousands of families. But instead of focusing on what we can't control, let's focus on what we can. In this video, I'm counting down 7 countries that are not only accepting immigrants right now, but are actually making it easier than ever before. We're talking about nations with strong economies, excellent healthcare, quality education systems, and most importantly, immigration pathways designed for people who want to build a better life. Whether you're a student, a skilled worker, or someone with family ties, these countries offer real opportunities. So take a deep breath, grab a notebook, and let's explore your options together. Starting at number 7, we have Portugal. And if you've never considered this beautiful European country, it's time to pay attention. Portugal has been quietly building one of the most immigrant-friendly systems in Europe, and right now, they're welcoming people with open arms. Here's why Portugal is easier than you think. First, their diplomatic relationship with over 80 countries means visa processes are surprisingly smooth. Portugal doesn't have the political tension and scrutiny that's affecting US immigration right now. They actually want you there. Their economy needs skilled workers, especially in tech, healthcare, and education sectors. Let's talk about the pathway. If you're a student, Portugal offers affordable university programs, many taught in English, with tuition as low as 1,000 to 5,000 euros per year. After you graduate, you get a residence permit to look for work. Once you find a job, you transition to a work visa. After 5 years of legal residence, you can apply for permanent residency, and after 6 years, you're eligible for citizenship. But here's the beautiful part. Portugal has a culture of warmth and acceptance. The people understand what it means to leave your homeland because Portugal itself has a history of emigration. There's an unspoken empathy there. Plus, the cost of living is significantly lower than most of Western Europe. Your money stretches further, your quality of life improves, and you're living in a country with Mediterranean weather, stunning coastlines, and a thriving expat community. Family sponsorship? Portugal respects family unity. If you get residency, bringing your spouse and children is straightforward. The trust factor is high because Portugal has stable governance and ranks well on global peace and safety indexes. Is it perfect? No country is. You'll need to learn Portuguese eventually, and the job market outside Lisbon and Porto can be competitive. But if you're looking for a gentle landing in Europe, Portugal welcomes you with warmth and possibility. At number 6, we have Germany, Europe's economic powerhouse, and they're facing a serious skilled worker shortage. This isn't just talk. The German government has actively reformed their immigration laws to attract talent from around the world. Germany's diplomatic stance is clear. They need you. Their aging population means sectors like engineering, IT, healthcare, nursing, and skilled trades are desperate for workers. Unlike the US, where immigration feels like a battle, Germany sees immigration as economic survival. They've created the Opportunity Card system and streamlined recognition of foreign qualifications. The student-to-work-to-residency pathway is well established. German universities charge minimal tuition, sometimes just a few hundred euros per semester, even for international students. You study, you graduate, you get an 18-month job-seeking visa, and once employed, you're on track for a blue card, which is essentially Europe's green card. After 33 months of work with sufficient German language skills, or 21 months with advanced language proficiency, you can apply for permanent residence. But here's what makes Germany special: predictability. German bureaucracy is famous for being rigid, But that rigidity also means fairness. The rules are the rules. There's no arbitrary decision-making, no sudden policy changes driven by political winds. If you meet the requirements, you get approved. Family sponsorship is protected by law. Germany recognizes the right to family life, so bringing your spouse and children is not just possible, it's encouraged. The education system is excellent and free, including university. Healthcare is world-class and accessible. The trust factor? Germany is stable, democratic, and economically strong. Your career can flourish there. Companies like BMW, Siemens, SAP, and thousands of mid-sized enterprises are hiring internationally. Yes, learning German is essential for integration and better opportunities. Yes, winters are cold and bureaucracy can feel overwhelming at first. But Germany offers something rare, a clear pathway, economic opportunity, and a society that, while reserved, respects hard work and commitment. If you're willing to learn the language and embrace the culture, Germany will give you a solid foundation. Coming in at number 5 is New Zealand, and this might be the most underrated immigration destination on this list. While everyone talks about Australia and Canada, New Zealand quietly offers pathways that are often faster and less competitive. Diplomatically, New Zealand maintains positive relationships globally and doesn't carry the political baggage affecting larger nations right now. Their immigration policy is built on merit and genuine need, not political posturing. The country actively recruits in sectors like healthcare, construction, education, agriculture, and technology. The pathway is refreshingly straightforward. New Zealand operates on a points-based system for skilled migrants. If you have qualifications and work experience in demand occupations, you can apply directly for residency without needing a job offer first in some cases. For others, you get a work visa, gain New Zealand work experience, and that significantly boosts your residency application. For students, New Zealand offers a post-study work visa for up to 3 years, depending on your qualification level. This gives you real time to establish yourself, gain Kiwi work experience, and transition to residency. The education system is excellent, with universities ranked globally, and the learning environment is supportive and inclusive. Here's what people love about New Zealand: the quality of life. It's consistently ranked as one of the most peaceful, least corrupt, and most beautiful countries in the world. The work-life balance is real. People actually finish work at 5 and spend evenings with family. The natural environment, from mountains to beaches, is accessible and breathtaking. Family sponsorship is valued. New Zealand understands that happy, settled immigrants contribute more to society, so bringing family members is supported through clear pathways. The trust factor is incredibly high. New Zealand's government is transparent, democratic, and stable. Challenges? Yes. The cost of living, especially housing in cities like Auckland and Wellington, is high. The job market is smaller than larger countries, so competition exists. And being geographically isolated means you're far from everywhere, which can feel lonely for some. But if you value safety, natural beauty, a welcoming culture, and a government that actually wants skilled immigrants to succeed, New Zealand deserves serious consideration. It's a place where you can truly build a peaceful, prosperous life. Number 4 is Australia, and there's a reason it's consistently one of the most desired immigration destinations globally. Australia doesn't just accept immigrants. They've built their entire modern prosperity on immigration. Australia's diplomatic and political environment around immigration is, yes, sometimes debated, but fundamentally, the country knows it needs skilled workers. With a massive landmass and a relatively small population, Australia actively recruits doctors, nurses, engineers, IT professionals, tradespeople, and educators from around the world. The skilled migration program is points-based and transparent. You can literally calculate your points online before applying. If you have the right skills, qualifications, work experience, and English proficiency, you're eligible. Many people go the student route, study at an Australian university, get a post-study work visa for 2 to 4 years depending on your degree, gain Australian work experience, and apply for permanent residency while you're working. Family sponsorship in Australia is strong. Once you have permanent residency or citizenship, sponsoring parents, spouses, and children is supported, though parent visas can involve waiting periods and costs. What makes Australia attractive? The economy is robust and diversified. Wages are among the highest in the world. Healthcare through Medicare is accessible. The education system is world-class. Cities like Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and Perth offer multicultural environments where you'll find communities from everywhere. The trust factor is high. Australia is politically stable, governed by rule of law, and has strong institutions. Your rights are protected. Your credentials are recognized. If you work hard, you can genuinely build wealth and security. But let's be honest about challenges. The cost of living, particularly housing in major cities, is expensive. The competition for skilled visas has increased. Processing times can be long. And Australia's geographic isolation means you're far from family if they're in other parts of the world. Though modern technology helps, Australia also has a cultural expectation of integration. They welcome diversity, but expect you to embrace Australian values and contribute to society. If you're willing to do that, Australia offers sunshine, opportunity, safety, and a lifestyle that's hard to match. It's a country where your children can grow up with endless possibilities. At number 3, we have the United Kingdom. Despite Brexit and political changes, the UK remains one of the most accessible English-speaking immigration destinations, and they've actually expanded skilled worker pathways in recent years. Why is the UK easier than you might think? Post-Brexit, the UK introduced a points-based immigration system that treats everyone equally, regardless of where you're from. This levels the playing field. They've removed the cap on skilled worker visas, meaning if you have a job offer from a UK employer in an eligible occupation, you can come. The government has also created priority pathways for healthcare workers, teachers, and tech professionals. The student pathway is incredibly popular. The UK is home to world-renowned universities, Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial College, LSE, and many others. International students can now stay for 2 years after graduation, 3 years for PhD graduates, to work without needing sponsorship. This gives you time to gain UK experience and secure a sponsored skilled worker visa. Family sponsorship is clearly defined. If you're on a skilled worker visa or have settlement status, you can bring dependents. After 5 years of continuous residence, you can apply for indefinite leave to remain, which is essentially permanent residency. After 6 years, you're eligible for British citizenship. What's the appeal? The UK offers global connectivity. London is a world financial center. The NHS provides healthcare. The culture is diverse and multicultural, especially in cities. You have access to Europe for travel. English is the language, which removes a major barrier. The trust factor is solid. The UK has strong institutions, rule of law, and democratic governance. Your career credentials gain international recognition. Challenges exist, though. The cost of living, particularly in London and southeast England, is very high. The weather is famously grey and rainy. Post-Brexit changes have created some complexity, and there's ongoing political debate about immigration, though this is largely focused on illegal immigration, not skilled workers. But if you want an English-speaking destination with global connectivity, cultural richness, and clear immigration pathways, the UK is a strong option. It's a place where history meets modernity, and where people from everywhere have made it home. At number 2, Ireland is emerging as the hidden gem of immigration destinations, and many people don't realize just how welcoming and accessible it's become. Ireland's diplomatic and political approach to immigration is pragmatic and positive. As the only English-speaking country remaining in the European Union, Ireland offers something unique: EU access with English language ease. The Irish economy has boomed over the past 2 decades, driven by tech giants like Google, Facebook, Apple, and Microsoft establishing European headquarters there. This has created enormous demand for skilled workers. The pathway is straightforward. For skilled workers, if you have a job offer in an eligible occupation, you get a work permit. Many sectors, especially tech, healthcare, engineering, and finance, are on the critical skills list, which fast-tracks processing. After 5 years of legal residence, you can apply for permanent residency. After 5 years of residency, you're eligible for Irish citizenship. And here's the bonus. Irish citizenship gives you the right to live and work anywhere in the EU. For students, Ireland offers a 2-year post-study work visa for degree graduates, 1 year for others. Irish universities are excellent and more affordable than UK or US institutions. The student community is welcoming, and the transition from study to work is actively supported. Family sponsorship is valued. Ireland recognizes family reunification rights, so bringing spouses and children is possible and encouraged. The culture itself is warm and famously friendly. Irish people have a history of emigration themselves, so there's cultural empathy for immigrants. The trust factor is high. Ireland is stable, peaceful, and prosperous. The economy is strong and diversified. Your quality of life is excellent with good healthcare, education, and social services. What are the challenges? Housing is the biggest issue right now. There's a shortage, especially in Dublin, making rent expensive. The weather is similar to the UK, often rainy. The job market outside Dublin and Cork can be limited in some sectors. But if you're looking for an English-speaking EU member country with a booming economy, friendly culture, and genuine opportunities, Ireland is exceptional. It's a place where you can build a life, raise a family, and feel welcomed. And that EU passport, that's access to 27 countries. And here it is, number 1, Canada. If you're surprised, you shouldn't be. Canada has consistently been the most immigrant-friendly developed nation on Earth, and even now, while others are closing doors, Canada is keeping theirs open. Why is Canada number 1? Because immigration isn't a political debate in Canada, it's a national strategy. Canada has an aging population and a massive landmass with labor shortages across almost every sector. They don't just tolerate immigration, they plan for it. The government sets targets to welcome hundreds of thousands of new permanent residents every year. The pathways are multiple and accessible. Express entry is a points-based system for skilled workers. Provincial nominee programs allow provinces to select candidates who fit their specific needs. The Canadian Experience Class helps international students and temporary workers transition to permanent residency. For students, after graduation, you can get a post-graduation work permit for up to 3 years, gain Canadian work experience, and apply for permanent residency while working. Family sponsorship is central to Canadian immigration policy. Once you're a permanent resident or citizen, you can sponsor spouses, children, parents, and even grandparents. Canada believes in family unity. What makes Canada special? It's officially multicultural. Diversity isn't just accepted, it's celebrated as national identity. You'll find communities from everywhere. The quality of life is exceptional, with universal healthcare, excellent education, safety, and natural beauty. Cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary, and Ottawa offer opportunities across industries. The trust factor is at the top. Canada is politically stable, democratic, and governed by rule of law. Your rights are protected. Your credentials are recognized through established processes. The job market is strong in tech, healthcare, engineering, skilled trades, and more. Challenges? The cost of living, especially housing in Toronto and Vancouver, is very high. Winters in most of Canada are harsh and long. Job competition exists, and in some fields, Canadian experience is preferred. But the pathways to gain that experience exist. Canada isn't perfect, but it's as close as you'll find to a country that genuinely wants you to succeed, supports your journey, and gives you and your family a real chance at a better life. If you're reconsidering the US, Canada is waiting. Now I want to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from right now? Are you in India, Nigeria, the Philippines, Brazil, Pakistan, Mexico? Drop your country in the comments below. And more importantly, which of these 7 countries resonates with you? Are you leaning toward Canada's multiculturalism, Portugal's warmth, Germany's stability? Maybe you've already started researching one of these options. Share your thoughts, your concerns, your questions. This community is here to support each other. We're all on similar journeys, and your experience might help someone else. So comment below, let's build this conversation, and let's help each other navigate these changes together. I know the news about U.S. immigration is difficult. I know you had plans, hopes, and dreams tied to that green card. But I want you to remember something. Opportunity doesn't exist in only one place. The world is bigger than one country, and your potential isn't limited by one government's decision. These 7 countries I've shared aren't just backup plans. For many people, they're actually better options with faster pathways, lower costs, and welcoming cultures. Take time to research. Look at the official immigration websites. Connect with people who've already made the move. And most importantly, don't give up on your dreams. Your better life is still possible. It might just look different than you imagined. If this video helped you, please hit that like button, subscribe to Immigration Fresh Updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates. Which country would you choose? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. And remember, your journey isn't over. It's just beginning.